So the next thing we're going to look at is how we can keep our drives really organized and tidy by creating folders. Now, if you've ever used a Windows computer or a Mac, you may have already had experience creating folders. Now, what you can see in front of you is my Google Drive. This is mine. And as you can see, I have underneath the 3 quick access links that are at the top, which we'll look at later, I have lots of different folders, each of which contains lots of useful files that I've put in there to keep them organized. I have one folder with all my training in. I have one folder with all my documents to do with what devices students have. I need to keep them organized in separate folders. Now, to create a new folder, I just go to the New button, which is where everything new starts, if you remember from the previous video. So I'm going to click on New. Once I click on that, I'm given my usual options, and I'm going to click on Folder because I want to create a new folder. The folder I'm going to create is going to be called G Suite Training because that's what we're doing at the minute. So I click Create, and you'll see a little box in the left-hand corner says Working, and then it'll show and highlight, so I know where it is, my G Suite Training folder. Now, if I want to put files into that folder, I can just drag them, as you probably expect. So I can drag files into folders. I can pull up until I get to my G Suite folder. Let's hope I can find it. Oh, there it is. Yes, good. I can. Otherwise, that would have been a bit embarrassing. So I can just drop it in, and whatever file was beneath can go into the folder. As you'll notice from the layout of G Suite, files are at the bottom and folders are at the top. That's how it lays things out. So that keeps things nice and organized. At least in the default view, that's how things are organized. We'll look at different ways you can structure your G Drive in a little bit. So you've got your files there. You can just drag them in and put them straight in. And that's really how to keep your G Drive organized with nice, easy to access files in sensible folders. We'll now look at another method you can use in order to keep your files in folders, because you don't just have to drag and drop. There are other ways to do it as well.